Hi everybody, and welcome to the New You Challenge webinar about weight loss. So we've talked a lot about how to fix your body from the inside and how to make all the changes that we need to make in order to function properly. Today I want to share with you a few ways that you can boost your fat burning, your weight loss potential. Because I know ultimately this is the goal that most people are after. They want to find out how can we make our body work better so that we can shed those last few pounds. So these are a few things that you can include on a daily basis that will make your body more efficient, will allow you to burn more fat, and will actually help you lose that last little bit of weight that maybe you've been struggling with for the last little bit. Okay, so we want to make sure that these are things that we begin to practice as soon as we can in order to facilitate this process. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is drinking a glass of warm lemon water first thing in the morning. This is something that you can get into a habit of doing, as there's a lot of benefits to doing this that will help to stimulate your overall fat burning potential. Okay, this is just like having a cup of tea in the morning. You just boil some water, put a little bit of lemon in there, and make sure that it's a little bit warm, and then drink it as your first thing in the morning. When you do that as your first drink, as the first thing that you're taking in, you will help to stimulate proper liver function and detoxification of the body. Now this is very important because it's going to help eliminate a lot of those toxins and chemicals and things that sometimes can cause more weight retention. That'll cause your weight to sort of stick around rather than mobilizing them from the cells and sort of getting rid of it. So drinking that water first thing in the morning will help to make that fat more usable and help to detoxify things a little bit. It will also make your body more alkaline. We've talked a little bit about the importance of the alkaline balance. So drinking lemon first thing in the morning on an empty stomach will actually shift your body towards that the alkaline end of the spectrum. So you want to make sure this is something that you do in order to make your body more balanced and to help mobilize some of the fat stores that you've sort of accumulated. It will also help to improve digestion. This is a big one because remember, we talked about digestion in depth during the New You Challenge. Improving your digestion will make your body more efficient, will allow you to extract more nutrients out of the food that you're eating, and will allow you to help. Basically, you won't need as much food because you'll be utilizing and maximizing all the food that you're taking in, now making sure that it is healthy food because we've talked about that as well. Okay, and this will help to get rid of or help to get away from accumulating more of that fat. Next thing that we want to talk about is eating your last meal before 7 p.m. Okay, so you want to make sure that you take in the bulk of your calories throughout the day, and as you're sort of winding down, this is when you taper off your meals, and you want to eat your big meals before you hit sort of 7 p.m. because at that point your body will start to wind down. So we don't want to be packing it with calories, right? This will help to improve your overall sleep quality because now your body isn't concentrating on breaking down all the food that you just took in. So if you eat a really big meal right before you go to bed, your body is concentrating on digestion. It's basically using all the resources it can to break down the foods, so you will not have a good quality sleep because your body isn't able to properly shut down and relax. When you don't sleep properly, your hormone levels are disrupted. This will cause more weight retention. So eating earlier on will make sure that you are actually getting a better quality sleep. So your biggest meal should be sort of during the middle of your day. So that's where your most active part of the day. So whether that's your lunch or an early dinner, that's when you're using up the most energy. That's when you're going to be able to utilize those calories rather than sitting around eating a heavy meal and then watching TV and winding down. Then all your body does is stores all that excess sugar as fat rather than utilizing it for energy. So by making sure that you eat your meals, your larger meals especially, and that you're done sort of eating by 7 p.m., you will decrease your fat storage. So your body will be utilizing that food immediately for energy rather than storing it for later and making sure that we're trying to sort of amp up our fat storage. We want to try to decrease that. This will help you get rid of some of that stored fat as well. This is something that's very important and something you should try. If you want to have something at the end of your day, do the lemon water again, okay? Next thing that we want to concentrate on is interval training about 4 times a week. So we talked a little bit about the importance of high intensity interval training and using that to boost your metabolism. So we want to make sure that's something we include about 4 times a week, 3 to 4 times. I usually give people as a guideline. If you're doing it once, add in a couple more because once probably isn't enough. This is a big way to really boost your overall fat burning potential, and a pretty easy way to do it as well because you're only looking at about 10 to 12 minutes of actual training. So this will boost your ability to control your insulin response and blood sugar. And this is huge because we talked about the importance of controlling blood sugar when it comes to fat storage. Remember, any excess sugar in the blood will get shuttled using insulin and get stored as fat. And we don't want that because we're trying to mobilize that fat. We're trying to get rid of it. So we want to make sure that we control our blood sugar levels, and interval training is one of the best ways of doing that. This will also keep your metabolism working for the next 24 hours. So rather than just cranking up your metabolism for a couple hours after your workout, this will get it to fire for the next 24 hours because of the large energy expenditure and the required nutrient recuperation that is needed after a high intensity workout like this. Your body will be burning everything that it's taken in rather than storing it as fat. And again, this is very important because now we're not accumulating more and we're actually utilizing what we have, okay? You will also be able to to boost your muscle production potential. So when you add a little bit of lean mass to your body, you will burn more fat. You will release growth hormone, which is incredible for helping stimulate weight loss. So this is something that you really need to include. Growth hormone is the anti-aging hormone and the fat burning hormone. So this is something that we really need to get more of in our body, okay? So try this out, add it to the rest of your routine. Okay, now next thing that we want to talk about is utilizing 2 green smoothies or juices per day. Now that can be your choice. If you're somebody who prefers the smoothies, and that's something that you can do, and if you're somebody that likes juice, then utilize that. The idea here is to start your day off with the green smoothie or a green drink after you've had your lemon water, and just pack it with as many vegetables and healthy green leafy greens, nutrients as you can, okay? This will help to control the amount of vegetables that you're taking in during the day, so it'll boost your ability to take in more nutritious foods without filling it with junk carbohydrates. So this will decrease your overall sugar and carbohydrate intake and decrease your junk carbohydrate intake, which is the most important thing, and boost your nutrient intake without actually increasing your overall calories too much either, because most of these are high potent vegetables that don't have a lot of sugary components to them. So by doing that, you're replacing your calorie filled sugar filled meals with foods that are real food and that contain a lot of nutrients that will help you break down a lot of the fat that you have and help to mobilize it, okay? You can use whey protein or healthy protein powder in your shakes or in your drinks to keep you a little bit more full and to add that component of protein to your diet, which is very important as well. So we want to make sure we get enough protein to recover from our exercise, to fuel our muscles, to be able to build more, as that is a very important component of proper functioning and making sure the body is working the way that it needs to work, okay? So last thing I kind of want to talk to you guys about here is eliminating the junk snacking. So people will often go a whole day eating very well and then come home or sit down at lunch and start snacking on just junk carbohydrates and things that are sugary and don't help them with their overall weight loss goal. So we want to make sure that we eliminate that. So snacking, believe it or not, is more habit than it is hunger. People sit down because they're used to sitting down in front of the TV and snacking, grabbing a bag of chips, grabbing some chocolate, eating something that is quick and easy to grab and has a pretty high sugar component to it. So if you replace those bad habits with something good, your body will function better and you'll get rid of those excess sugar carbohydrates that your body doesn't need. So one strategy that I use with all my clients is to say, whenever you're sitting down and you feel like you need something to drink or you need something to eat, grab a cup of green tea instead and see how your body responds to that. It's a great way of retraining your body from requiring those snacks. Sip on the green tea, make that your new habit, The green tea will help to boost your fat burning potential as well, which is really good. So it's almost like a double-edged sword here, right? Because we need something that's going to help boost the fat burning potential and take away the snacking. Okay, so lemon water first thing in the morning. Eat your major meals before 7 p.m. Interval training about 4 times a week. 2 green drinks a day, and no junk snacking. This is a perfect recipe to help you boost your overall fat burning potential and help you lose those last couple pounds that maybe you're struggling with losing. Okay, so that's our entire webinar series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, email me or contact me and we can talk a little bit further. Okay, thanks.